A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. But first, I made him listen to the nice guys on business. That'll teach him. 3 days a week, they're able to hold it together. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. Adults need not apply. No interviews, lots of ranting, and they sometimes stumble onto something useful. Go figure. Now it's time for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery themselves, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Can you hear me?
Doug will stay co-host. Let the fuckery begin.
Let it begin. Let it begin large. I have one area that I would like to start with because this is one of these life's great mysteries. And you want to know what life's great mysteries equate to?
Please, I'm on the edge of my seat.
How can Kohl's afford to continue giving Kohl's cash?
Oh my fucking God. I love goddamn Kohl's. Kohl's is my fucking favorite place to shop for clothes. Any of you who don't know about Kohl's, or
wait, who doesn't know about Kohl's?
Well, maybe they don't have a Kohl's in their area. If you don't have a Kohl's in your area, you should move. I'm telling you. So, look, I don't right now, but I'm heading to Vegas for the weekend, and like half of the clothes I'm taking, because I'm like going to some parties and stuff, they're from Kohl's. I'm telling you, Kohl's is the fucking best. And what I love about Kohl's, okay, so this was actually really funny that you mentioned that. Because
Strick's like a wind-up toy. You just wind him up and he goes, I'm just going to sit back and watch the action.
Well, when you say the right thing, like Kohl's. So Lauren never really, she didn't enjoy clothes shopping, right?
I'm sorry. Who?
You know, my the ex-girlfriend, you know.
Got it. Okay. I vaguely remember.
So she doesn't really like shopping for clothes, which is unusual. A lot of women do enjoy shopping for clothes.
Yes.
But she didn't know Kohl's really well. And I said, look, this was before we went on the cruise, right? And we were like, you got to get some stuff for the cruise, like nice shirts or like shorts or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I don't feel like shopping. I'm like, okay, look, trust me. We're going to go to Kohl's, and I guarantee we will be
find everything
in and out. We will be in and out in 30 minutes, both of us.
Okay.
Both of us. And she's like, there's no way. There's no way we're going to find clothes for you and me and be out in 30 minutes. It'll never happen. I'm like, trust me. You don't know Kohl's. Trust me. We walk into Kohl's and she's like, okay, let's look for your stuff first. Oh, look at those cute shorts. Oh, look at that. Basically, the quick version was we got her like 3 or 4 pairs of shorts and 2 or 3 tops. We got me like 2 pairs of shorts and 3 or 4 shirts. We were in and out in 30 minutes. And the best part, so, you know, of course, they got their things. You get a coupons, right?
Right. You get the coupons in the mail, and you get Kohl's cash, and you get so many options to save.
It's either 15% or 20% or 30% off, right? When you go in and you get, and of course it's a window, right? It says you can get 30% off, but you have to shop within this 2-week period.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then the shit's discounted so much already. So I love it because they give you the receipt, and the receipt says, here was the original price, right? Here was the discounted price that we were charging you. And here's what you actually paid because you got 30% off of the discounted price. Yeah. So you leave Kohl's and the receipt says, hey, thanks. You spent $156.27 today. You saved $12,478.42 because they tell you the difference between
that's the part that I don't understand. How is it that a store can end up staying in business when they basically pay you to take the clothes out of the store? How is that possible?
And then what you just showed me, Kohl's Cash, for those of you
right.
When they do Kohl's Cash, which they do, I don't think they do it all the time. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't shop there frequently enough to know if it's an all the time thing or just a seasonal thing. But I've gotten, like this is $10 off of your purchase of $25. That's above and beyond whatever coupons that you have.
Well, that's it. Because with Kohl's Cash, they give you $10 worth of Kohl's Cash for every $50 you spend.
Stacking bonuses.
In my first example, if we spent $156, it means you would get $30 in Kohl's
Kohl's
cash. And $30 in Kohl's cash it doesn't mean like, oh, if you spend $300, we'll give you $30. No. You can go in and spend $30 and give them that and you're done. Now, the way they get you, although I still don't know how they make any money on this.
Here's how they get you.
The Kohl's cash has to be spent within a window, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
the window usually starts like the next
window.
week or week and a half. And it's usually a 1 week window, right?
Yeah, this is a 5 day window.
So
my window is over. Shit, I should just throw this away.
So what they hope that you're going to do is, and of course the window usually doesn't start for a week. It's not like you can go use it the same day.
Right.
They want to get you back in the store the next week because they're hoping that if you find $30 worth of stuff that you want to buy, well, that'll turn into $50 or $100 worth of stuff that you're going to buy.
Of
and you're feeling like, well, I'm getting $30 free anyway. I might as well just keep spending more money.
It's kind of like somebody giving you 12 months, same as cash. And at the end of that, you're like, oh, well, this was just as good as cash. I may as well just tack a few more dollars onto that credit card thing. And then by the time you know it, you're at your limit and you can't afford and you're eating cat food.
Exactly.
The whole thing about Kohl's, now I'm no maven to fashion, as you probably are aware. I wear the same podcastologist t-shirt. I actually think I have like 9 of these shirts that I rotate. So I have them. And so that's pretty much my my wardrobe. However, I am assuming it's like, is it like last year's fashion or?
Oh, totally. So a couple of things with Kohl's is it's usually last year's fashion, but
okay.
It's not like it's really, really horrible old. Like,
no, for old
like
guys like us,
3/4 sleeve shirts with black sleeve. No, it's not like that. It's like stuff that, old guys can still wear for at least another year or two. And I think they have a couple of brands of their own now. Like the Croft and Barrow brand is made specifically for them, or maybe Apartment 9, I think, is made specifically.
Yeah, the Croft and Barrow, whatever it is. Their t-shirts are really good, super soft. I mean, and again, if you go in there and you see a t-shirt for $19, it's never $19. Never. I don't know that they're ever full price. Like, and if you go and you are just shopping for clearance, which they generally have a really good clearance area. If you're a seasonal shopper, meaning if you have 4 seasons in your region and you like to shop for winter stuff during the summer, you could find some clearance stuff. You'll find like a down jacket for like $9 and your Kohl's cash of $10. It is really good. And they pretty much have everything there.
Everything. I love me some Kohl's. And they're way beyond clothes now too. They got shoes and they got like cookware and fucking electronics and vacuum cleaners and everything. Hey, by the way, welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone is Mr. Doug Sam.
Hey, another store I love going into. I don't know why I'm thinking stores here, believe it or not. If you are listening to this, just know that nobody is sponsoring us. So it's not like Kohl's is sponsoring us to share this information, but we do dig some Kohl's. And I'll tell you, they make their returns super easy. Oh my God, as easy as you could possibly make it. Another store I really like going into, you may not have a lot of experience with this store, but I like the World Market. Have you ever been in there?
I've heard of it, but I've never been in.
World Market is great. They have like wine and pasta and and furniture. I don't think they have any clothes except for really, really like unique, like regional clothes. Like they might have some clothes from China or, like traditional garb, like parasols and stuff from Japan. It's not a clothes store, but it is a pretty cool store. There are some cool stores. One of the things I miss about living in Ojai, I do miss a mall close to me. I just said to JJ, I think today, I'm like, when was the last time I'd been to a mall? I mean, I'm not a mall frequenter, but I'll tell you, when I got a good slow day, there's nothing beats going into a mall. Kill me some time.
Okay.
I mean, our clients obviously are doing all the selling for us. We don't need to do that anymore.
Right?
We don't need to do that anymore. Thank you, by the way. If you're listening to this and you're a client of ours and you've referred business to us recently, we so appreciate you. You make my job so much easier. It makes it really hard when I say I'm going to bring on a salesperson to try to train the salesperson, because every time I've had a freaking prospecting call, it ends up being a big fucking disaster. And it's
really?
not as, I'm not opposed to making prospecting calls. I call them like more like fact finding calls. You really don't know. I would say prospecting is like sausage. Until you open up the casing, you really never know what's going to be.
No idea what's inside. Yeah.
Oh my God. I had a call today, and I won't mention the person who I called. So I don't even want to share what day we record this because it may have been, may not have been today. I don't even want to necessarily share if it was a male or a female because this person I know based upon my sharing will be listening to the show. So if you're that person and you know that you were listening to the show, it was the biggest fucking waste of time I ever spent in my entire life.
And now I've got to look at your calendar. I'm like,
don't share what day it is. Don't share any of that. This could have been 3 months ago for all you know. So if you were that prospect, there's a lot of prospects, by the way. So it could have been you, but it's kind of like spinning the wheel. You never know if it was you or not. It was just like, we have, I know it's really hard when you're a marketing company and you're marketing for a company that is not yours because you're just trying to feel your way through.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like a swing and a big miss. Yeah. it was nowhere close to being a swing and a hit. So I get on the. Let me back up. This person was late. Which was really fried my fritters to begin with.
Okay, now wait a minute. I'm confused. Now the person that you are complaining about, this is the prospect?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
This is someone you have not spoken to before, but it's a
but
prospect
expressed an interest in what they thought that we did.
Okay, got it.
But oftentimes when someone expresses an interest in what they think that we do,
Mm-hmm.
what it turns out to be is a call so I can find out all about what they sell and how I might be able to be a really good fit for the services that they provide.
It's the old switcheroo, the old bait and switch.
It's just not good. It's just not a good environment. So I handle each prospecting call like you never know what you get in the box of a cracker.
But you think this person may be actually listening today? The one that you were on the prospect call with?
Well, I have to tell them like where the system comes from. And I guess I could say, yeah, we have this other show called the BizWiz Podcast. You should listen to that. But while we haven't released many episodes of that, I like people to hear the fun side of what we have to offer. And if they stumble upon this show, then it could be that they're probably not going to stumble upon this particular episode.
It sounds to me like they had an agenda.
Exactly.
That this wasn't just that it was a sort of a bad prospecting call because they didn't know what we did. It sounded like partly they didn't care what we did. Their whole point was to try to sell us their product. So why would you care if you disparage this person then? I really don't. Other than
I want to protect anybody's feelings. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings. But okay, so let's take your scenario. Let's say that this person set it up and they had an agenda, and their agenda was whatever Doug is going to say, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to manipulate the call into maneuvering how I can present my services to Doug. Right? Let's just say that's
saying, yeah.
Okay, let's just assume for the sake of argument that is on the agenda. If that were the agenda, would you be late for that call?
Wow, yeah, good point. Okay.
Wouldn't you be like on your best behavior and be ready with like everything? Like your packages and your pricing and all of the stuff, because if you're going to lead me down that path, let me give you, I don't want to get too deep into that. I do want to talk about another marketing call that I stepped into. Okay. So, all right. So I go on LinkedIn and we have a marketing company and Martin and the marketing company doing a really good job, I think, of presenting as many opportunities as they can, but they're new with us, so they don't really know every opportunity. So I'd rather get too much than not enough. So there's this one opportunity that I look at, and I'm like, all right, let's set up an appointment. So I set up an appointment with this guy. And I'm looking at his messaging, and based upon his messaging, he says, and maybe I've said this, I don't think I brought this up last episode, commission-based lead generation. Okay, so do you have in your brain what you feel like commission-based lead generation is? Just
hang
think
on.
about it.
The commission-based lead generation. In other words, you generate leads, and if you make a sale, you get a commission. You get paid if you make a sale.
And that's 100% how I interpreted that also.
Okay.
So I get on the phone. On Zoom, we have a conversation, and they have an appointment setter, and then they have somebody that actually handles the call. So the appointment setter, who is the person that is being messaged back and forth on LinkedIn, schedules the appointment for the salesperson, just kind of like what we're doing, kind of, right?
But wait a minute, this is somebody who is a prospect of yours.
Well, okay. So the best way for you to begin communication is to start with someone that's already communicating with you rather than for you to initiate any conversation. Because if I felt like they would be a good fit for my services, then wouldn't they feel like I was a good fit for their services? Maybe. Okay. So at least the conversation is started. This is exactly why Strickland hates selling and prospecting, and kind of the maze that I have to deal with pretty much on a daily basis, why I can only handle like one call a day. So anyway, commission-based prospecting or commission-based lead generation.
Okay. In other words, this person that you are going to speak to, what they do, their service is commission-based sales.
Correct. And I was heading into it, which I fully knew, as a prospect, not as a salesperson selling podcasting to them. Okay.
Okay. And so you flipped the script on them?
No, they didn't flip the script on me. What they said in the messaging back and forth led me to believe that they provide a service that I think would be of value to us as a company to maybe take a closer look at commission-based lead generation. Okay.
Okay, so you got on this call expecting to be pitched a service.
Correct. Which I was totally fine with. Fine with.
Okay, I totally misunderstood the beginning of the conversation.
No worries.
We're talking about somebody different than we talked about 10 minutes ago.
Yes, yes, we are talking about a different person than the person that I was talking 10 minutes ago. I left that. I think I even said I'm going to leave that, or I'm going to come and tell you a different scenario.
Okay, different scenario.
And
okay, this actually happened, or this is a hypothetical?
No, this definitely happened. This happened about 3 or 4 days ago. It happened on Friday, actually.
Okay.
So anyway, so this person, I end up setting up a Zoom call with their appointment setter. Now I'm talking to the sales guy, and now he's in his sales pitch, and he's showing me some really cool slide deck, and I'm all right. I'm like, I like what he is talking about, and I'm enjoying that. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is really great. This is commission-based lead generation. I like where we're going with this. They have a solid platform, sounds really good. Until he said these words: I know our fee is going to be very high, but I can tell you it is worth it. And I said, and in my mind, I'm thinking, what the fuck? How am I even here? If he would have said fee-based lead generation, I would not have taken the call. But since it was commission-based, I'm thinking, all right, there's a company that's got skin in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, hold on, let me tell you the guy's name, because him I know.
You'll throw under the bus.
I'll throw under the fucking bus. Wait a minute. What the hell was his name? Harris. Okay. I said, Harris. I said, hold on a second. I said, just so you know why I'm here and what interested me was the fact that the lead into this prospecting call, the sales call now, was commission-based lead generation. And my understanding is it's not commission-based lead generation, it's commission-based sales, fee-based lead generation. And I said, it's going to cost me. What is this going to cost me? And he said, it's going to be somewhere between $7,500 and $15,000 to onboard. And then we do commission-based selling.
Then we do commission-based selling.
I said, can you possibly see that your messaging is a little misleading to me, the consumer? And he goes, yeah, I will register the complaint with the person that set the appointment with you. And I'm like, all right.
Talk about fucking passing the buck, but okay.
I said, okay, but I stopped listening as soon as as soon as you said it's
Right.
it's 7,500 to 15 grand or whatever that number was, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing
I'm
that.
interested. Yeah.
So like, how does it now? Where is the integrity? Like, if I am now becoming a client, how is he representing us? That's the first thing I'm thinking.
By taking our money, of course.
It would be like me saying, free podcast launch. No, free podcast sales. Just set up the appointment here. They get on the phone. I'm like, yeah, well, it's $7,500 to launch your podcast with us. But if you make any sales from your podcast, we will do that only on commission. And it's only a 20% commission. I'm like, that is so not right. Anyway, that is my story in LinkedIn purgatory. I really do feel like, do you ever spend any time on LinkedIn at all?
A little, not much usually.
And what are you looking for? Because I don't believe they either have hookers or blow on LinkedIn. So what are you looking for exactly?
No, that's what I say. I'm very rarely on there. I was on there when I was looking for a job 7 years ago. If I get messages or something like, who am I connected with? Or I'm not. I just don't. I don't get on LinkedIn.
The thing I don't get is I think I have like 9,000 connections.
Yeah, I've got like a couple thousand. Yeah.
I don't think there has ever been a message of value from those 9,000 people.
Yeah, that's a problem.
How is that possible? How are people making a living off of LinkedIn? And you and I just are like, this is totally worthless and useless to us.
Well, let's see if it can make us money. It might be able to. You never know.
I don't know, but God love the person that can help us make money from LinkedIn. If you can do that, Martin, if you can do that, you are truly flipped the script literally on us that way. That would be very cool.
That's exactly what we're looking for. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Happen.
All right. So you're going to Vegas and you're going to some parties and you've got your Kohl's clothes with you.
I got my Kohl's clothes with me.
So you got your Kohl's clothes. How long are you going to be in Vegas this time?
Just a quick weekend, Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay. Wednesday through Sunday. And you are staying at what hotels while you're there?
I'm staying at Venetian and Harrah's. Yeah. I actually really liked Harrah's last time. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought Harrah's, I used to think Harrah's was kind of run down.
Except your pillow.
It's funny you mentioned that. I got my pillow back. That was from Link.
Hold on a second. Wait, why you bury the fucking lead? You got your pillow back. You got to tell the pillow story.
I totally forgot about it.
Oh my God. You've got to tell the pillow story.
Last time? I don't even remember.
I don't know, but retell the story. We've got new listeners.
So a couple of weeks ago, I was staying at Link, right? And
his pillow back.
I forgot my pillow. Like I just had I was getting stuff from Lauren's. There was a lot of stuff that I had left at Lauren's and we broke up. And so I got back, and one of them was a pillow that I left there that I really liked. And so I was happy to get the pillow back and I fucking left it in the hotel. I totally forgot, but I was only staying in Link for a couple of days. And then I was at a different hotel the rest of the week. And so, I put in a little ticket with them. They're like lost and found. They're like, yeah, do something online. I'm like, okay, I'll put it online. And I didn't hear back from them. And like 2 or 3 days later, I go in there and I'm like, hey, I wanted to check on this ticket. And they're like, yeah, nothing's turned up yet. I keep thinking to myself, you got a fucking 1,000 rooms here, right? If you haven't found it yet, you're not going to fucking find it. Why do you think I checked in quickly before it gets lost, right?
Here was the room number I was in. Just send somebody to the room.
Here's exactly. And then like a week later, no, it was like 2 weeks later. It was long.
Yeah, because we were there several days after. So it was about a week by the time you got home. And then it didn't happen that next week. So it had to be after that.
It was like a week after that. I get an email. They're like, hey, we found your pillow. And I'm like, what the fuck? I said, I was there a couple of days after. I thought it was lost. And they were like, no, we were just backed up. Like, so apparently they do have a system. I'm sure they get stuff left all the time.
All the time.
And basically it was in their system. They just hadn't gone through everything because they were backed up.
How'd they get it back to you?
They found it. Well, they said either I could come pick it up or they could box it up and ship it to me. And they told me it would be like $30 to ship it. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll take it. ship it. So I'll have them ship it to you.
That is a pillow of value to you. The pillow is only $50, but it's like like your blanket, your whoopee.
Exactly.
You needed that.
Exactly.
You were so mad that they lost your
pissed.
pillow. Now, was
like-
that at Link or was that at Harris?
No, it was a Link. That was a Link.
Oh, okay.
And then
So
I stayed at Harris. Yeah, I stayed at Harris after that. I was really pleasantly surprised with Harris. I really like it. They've done it up really nicely. It's fixed up. It's clean. I really like it. It's kind of my new go-to budget Vegas hotel, I think.
So outside of the party scene that you were attending, do you have any other plans? Are you going out to dinner? Are you going to a show? Are you going to play poker? What's the deal?
I don't know. Danny and Ben are coming down, so I'm going to be hanging out with them for the weekend.
Oh.
So we don't have any other specific plans. The parties are like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and there's some during the day, and then there's other ones like at night. So there's a lot going on.
At what point in one's life does one say, "I'm hanging my party hat up," or does?
As soon as I don't feel like it anymore, I'm happy to do it. This seemed like a fun one. I don't like the ultra lounges that we used to go to.
Oh my God, we had such a great time at that.
Yeah, and I'm totally not down with those anymore.
Well, that was great for somebody that was like 35 to 40. That's about the age limit, I think, there. If you're a 57-year-old and you're still going to the ultra lounges with your boys, you're probably in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
I hate to say
this
it.
is like this is going to be a lot of parties, but it's more middle-aged crowd, I think.
Okay,
so.
that's good. Well, enjoy. You've opened and you've shared your screen. I'm assuming we have voicemails.
We have a voicemail. Yeah, we only have
one
but we do have
voicemail.
a
I thought there was two. I thought I remember there being two in there.
There's only one in the
only one in the box?
Folder. There's the folder right there.
Okay.
See
All right.
it?
Well, hold on a second. Let
June
me
10th.
go back and let me
voicemail
look in
number
my
one.
inbox. Ashley is not it's not often that she makes errors, but it could happen. Let's take a look here. I don't see another voicemail. I thought I remember seeing, though. Hold on a second. Let's see. Google voicemail. There was a voicemail June 10th at 6:46, and there was one at 6:44. But the one at 6:44 had no words. So if I don't know who left the voicemail, but whoever left the 6:44 or the 6:46 probably was the same one to leave the 6:44 one. So if you were that person, we only did get words on one of them. Just so you know. I'm looking at one and it's just literally a blank screen.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's
so
what
all right, can I ask Magic 8 Ball a question before you you play it? Okay,
Sure,
great.
why not?
All right. Magic 8 Ball. Is this voicemail the return of Jared?
Oh, is this voicemail the return of Jared?
I'd be very curious to know what Magic 8 Ball thinks about that.
It's a good question. Let's see. Magic 8 Ball. What is it?
Okay, so you've not hit
The
whatever
sound
button
again. Although no, you know what else I forgot? I totally forgot to share sound. So
oh God! So
but
everything.
I think it's also in the wrong speaker.
Everything is Strickland is he's a little rusty.
It's been so long since we've gotten
a little crusty rusty over here.
Gotten voicemails. I've forgotten how to do it. Okay.
Hey, if you're listening for the very first time, just two words we have to say. Strickland.
Yeah, we're sorry.
We are sorry. This is as tight as it gets, though. It does not get any tighter than this. We apologize.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Let's go back to.
Well, actually, I think even a couple of mental midgets like you guys can handle that one. So yeah, sure.
Oh, that's a yes.
So that would be a yes, including all of the echo inside of Strickland's because he didn't mute his microphone. I heard it. It was
such a pain in my ass. If this thing would work right, and it would like if I do, because it should just come through when I go here, the speaker should come through here like that.
Do you remember?
If I go here, do you hear this?
Nope. I mean, I hear it, but it's way in the background. It's
I
not.
don't know why it's doing that now.
Remember when we first launched our show, we were clueless. We are at episode 1305 or whatever this is. We are slightly
Still-
smarter than clueless,
still
but
clueless.
still pretty clueless.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool.
We are sorry. We are ultimately very sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh, well, wait a minute. I kind of heard that again.
Well, you
Do that
did,
again.
yeah. No, I
Oh,
was trying
okay.
to figure out how to mute myself with the keyboard so I could,
No worries. I got it. Okay. We got the Magic 8 Ball answer. This is going to be, its probability is it is a voicemail from Jared. So let's play the voicemail from Jared and then let's get out of here. We're 30 minutes in and I got shit to do.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
And, before we dive into this, I got to let you know, I'm actually, I made a mistake. Well, no,
Oh.
let's wait till after the voicemail. I just real quick. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll talk about it more next week. I'll tease
What?
it. I'll tease it. Okay.
Well,
Never mind.
Wait.
I'm going to tease it. No, go ahead. Here we go. You're good. Let's listen.
Hey, Doug, hey, Trick, Jared here. So
Nice.
you guys are talking about working remotely, and Strick, you're talking about how good that's been, and that's freaking awesome. I personally have been trying to figure out how to work remotely, and I got my client on a Zoom call. I turned around, I hung a grab bar on the wall, but it did not appear in their house. I can't figure it out. I'm still trying to work some kinks out on my side, so
Okay.
hopefully someday I can work remotely. Anyways, guys, love the show. Great episode, and appreciate you. All right, have a great day. Talk with you soon.
All right. The return of Jared.
Yeah, oh my God. I was going to say the same words. The return of Jared.
Magic 8 Ball's right. So tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'm
Tomorrow
flying.
being Saturday or tomorrow being Friday?
Well, I'm not going to say what day it is because you said you didn't want
Oh,
anybody to
okay.
know what day we're recording.
That's fine. Okay. So tomorrow.
I'm flying,
Mm-hmm.
not on Southwest.
What the fuck is this? Wait, is this what you were going to tell me at the beginning and you decided not to, or
No,
is
I
that
forgot.
something
I
you
didn't even
already
think about
forgot?
it.
You did. Wait, hold on. Does that mean there was two topics that were in your head? One is that you're not flying Southwest, and the other is that you made a mistake.
I didn't have any topics in my head.
You said you made a mistake, and then you said, "I'll tell you about it." And you fucking remember it?
I don't remember that.
Play back the tape. Play back the tape. You literally said, "I made a mistake," and then you said, "I'm not going to tell you about it now." You don't remember any of that?
Yeah, no, I do remember. What the hell was I talking about?
I have no idea what you were talking about.
I don't
It's
remember that.
fine. It's fine. It'll come or it won't. Either
Whatever.
way, it's
Doesn't
totally
matter.
good. It
This
will
was a
not-
mistake, though. This was a huge fucking mistake.
What
Yeah,
was?
a budget airline? Look. I'll disparage them.
Maybe this is the mistake you wanted to share with me.
No, it's not. It was a different
Oh.
mistake. But this one we're going to talk about next week because I'm flying Spirit Airline.
Oh, you're fucking flying. I flew them one time. You can't even have a bag, and you have to choose your seat, which costs you more money too.
Dude, I'll tell you about it after I fly because I'll give them a little opportunity to redeem themselves. But it has been
Okay.
a total fucking shit show.
At
not
what point?
only Spirit Airlines, but I don't ask me why I did this. I looked it up on Kayak. Right? Have you ever used Kayak?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Southwest flight was going to be very expensive when I booked it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I literally could get round trip on Spirit for less than it was going to cost me one way on Southwest. Now I'll usually
Right.
pay a little bit of a premium for Southwest, but in this case, it was a very, very big difference in the price. And I'm like, no, fuck it. You know what? But I found it on Kayak, and on Kayak, the price was like, I guess through a travel agency, not directly.
Yeah.
Two things I'll never, ever fucking do again. Travel agency, big no. Fucking Spirit Airlines, big fat fucking no. Never again.
Well, before you share the rest of the story, as you said,
Which will be next
let's
week.
let's hold the entire story until next week because we'll get the full picture. I think that'll be the best way to go. This is good. I flew Spirit Air once. I flew them from North Carolina, from Charlotte to BWI, if I remember correctly. I was flying without anything. And there was no, I think they might have a hub in Charlotte or maybe, I don't think in Baltimore, but they flew to Baltimore. It was no big deal at all. It was easy to, no, I flew from Baltimore to Charlotte. They have a hub in Charlotte, I think. It was no big deal to fly down there because literally I didn't need to have anything with me. But if you, the moment you need to have a handbag, you can't even carry like a purse. A purse costs you extra. Like, what? Why does a purse cost you extra? And on that flight, this was the first time I heard like these words. I'm like, hey, we need to take some people that are on the left side of the aircraft and put you on the right side of it. I'd never heard that before either. I'm like, right. This was like a big plane. I mean, it held like 50 or 75 passengers. It wasn't a tiny plane, but it wasn't one of those, Southwest.
Jets,
Yeah. Interesting. Well, you'll fill us in with all the details next week. All right. Anything before we roll?
No, let's get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here. Steve O'Brien, take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. They have listeners in other countries? I didn't think anyone was listening outside of their house. Except maybe their moms.